Now, finally, we believe what's being laid out in front of us. We finally believe that we could really be, do, or have anything. It's about time you catch up. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for you to get the message and catch up to what God has been saying the whole entire time. Some people just take a little longer to get it. I heard Myron Golden say, we are living an identity. Identity. Do you know what an identity is? The lie that you have told yourself about your identity. It is easier to believe who you are not than who you really are as a child of God. It is easier for you to believe that you're not smart enough, you're not tall enough, short enough, skinny enough, fat enough. Like you believe all the lies. So you are living an identity. I said, oh, say that again. Identifying with the lie is an identity. You are all that you believe yourself to be. He worked the word believing, 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 believing. Be, lie, living. What are you believing for yourself? How much longer do you want to live the identity? Or are you ready to live your true identity? Knowing who you are, but whose you are. God said, be creative. You can be, do, or have anything. He talked about the beginning of the Bible when God said he was creating the earth. He said, if God says that I am, and I created the heavens and the earth, why does he need to explain that the earth was formless and that it was dark and then there was light and God said it was good? Why did God tell us about all of the things that he created? Because we are creative too. He wants us to know that we could be creative too. We are made in the image of a creator who created, which means that you are a creator of your life. What will you be brave enough to create? I'm like, ooh, Myron, you on the something? Oh, you on the something? Wait till I tell the people about the identity and what are you believing? Believing about yourself. Will you live? Believe better about yourself. Be more intentional about your life. Knowing that you can have it, that you can do it, that you can be it, all of it, all of it. It is your birthright to be abundant. But you have been believing the lie. Grand rising, midwife. How much longer will you believe the lie? The identity lie. the lie that you identify with that is not true to who you really are. It is time for you to believe your true identity as a sovereign being, as a being created in the image of a deity. Could you walk in that? Could you stand tall with your head up, shoulders back, chest out, in the belief that I was made in the image of the Most High God? There is nothing that I will allow to shrink me anymore because I remember. That's all we're trying to get you to do, is to remember who you are, to remember the power that you wield as a creator. Everything that is coming to pass right now is allowing people, even more so than ever before in any time, for people to create and create a life around their creativity. You know, we used to say things like, oh, she's a starving artist. And you would see the starving artists out on the street corners, out along South Street in Philadelphia, painting and doing all that. And we would just be like, oh, that's nice. They're living in their gift, trying to, but they are starving. I know artists now, they are not starving. People who are living and tapping into their art and to their gift are not starving. They are YouTubers with 100,000 followers and teaching people how to be an artist, giving the 1-2 step. I've seen so much art. I've seen art with fabric on canvas. I've seen art with paint, art with pencil. I've seen art with glass. Somebody took a big old piece of glass, laid it down on a black background, and started to crack it with a hammer. And the cracks was so intentional, it was somebody's face when they got done. What? I seen a young lady take 5 or 6 duffel bags and turn it into a dress. A duffel bag. I seen somebody take some yarn and create not just bathing suits, but whole outfits. I saw somebody take a piece of wood from outside, sand it down, stain it, put a mirror on it, and hang it up on the wall. I see a lady who lives in the double tree, and she keeps bringing things out of the double tree, turning it into high art and high fashion, painting plastic bowls black and gold and adding a insta light inside, and before you know it, she got a hanging wall light. She got so many followers from showing people how to make wall art and lights and things out of things that come from the Dollar Tree. And because she's teaching people, social platforms are paying her because she took a pool noodle and spray painted it black and put a straight line in it and took some T-votive lights, candle holders, and stuck them inside of there, and then took some artificial flowers and stuck them in the pool noodle all around and made this long table thingy. And it was beautiful. So more than I have ever seen, that you really could tap in to your gift, whatever that might be, and live off of it. I seen a lady take some paint, turquoise and gold and a little white, and then a couple of crystals, and then some resin, and made this geo looking painting and tables and all of that. And I mean, they selling this stuff 500, 1,000. People are buying it. What could you do with your hands? And we're not talking about even the gift of writing, the gift of speaking. All of that is a part of it too. It is also creative. So God told me to tell you, stop identifying to yourself and start identifying who you are and whose you are, and tap into that thing that you do so good that when you do it so well that nobody don't do it like you do it. They don't show up like you show up. They don't pour out like you pour out. They don't present like you present. They don't have presence the way that you do when you walk in the room and command the room. And the first thing they say is, who is that? Who is she? Who is he? Who art thou? Who goeseth there? And then you say, oh, little old me, I'm not nobody. It's just me. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. No, no. Up tall, shoulders back, head up. I am who I am. And I have come to tell you that I am who I am. Who are you? Whose are you? If the day is the day, this Tuesday, March the 24th of 8:37 a.m., if you have decided to stop identifying to yourself, please put a one in the chat. The identify is over. It has been revealed. No longer will I identify. No longer will I identify with the lie. I am not going to lie to myself anymore and tell myself who I am not. I'm only going to identify with who I know God sent me to be. Who have you been sent to be? Who have you been sent to save? You are the evidence for somebody else's identity. When they see you, they like, wait a minute. She come from where I come from. He come from where I come from. Maybe I could do that too. And then you just show them. Of course you could. Of course you can. Of course you will. Because I can, I will, and I must. I can, I will, and I must. I can because God gave me everything that I need in order to do so. I will because I trust and believe the promise. And I must for the generations to follow and the generations who are no longer. Because truly, you are your ancestors' wildest dreams and your descendants' greatest hope. Are the dreams and the hopes in you in vain? Will you take all of the dreams and the hopes that have been bestowed upon you to the grave with you? We know that the graveyard is full of books and movies and songs and creative art that will never be seen because they left believing the identity. No more can we afford to believe the identity. Do not leave this place with your work undone. Do not be the one who lies on your deathbed with not your family watching, but the angry eyes of all of your dreams and goals standing around you saying, we came to you for you to bring us to life, and now we must die with you because you believed the identity. It is not only time to let go of the identity, but it is time to testify of all that God has done. Because now we see that God showed up this time, the last time, and the last time, and the last time, and the last time. Continues to show up and give us grace and mercy over and over and over again. But yet you won't take the step. It reminds me of a story that I heard Les Brown tell about this couple that was sitting on the porch and rocking in the chair, and they just rocking in the chair, and they just having a good old time, drinking their lemonade, sitting on their porch. And right at their feet was their dog, and the dog is just, yeah, 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 yeah. He said, I wonder what's wrong with their dog. And so he walks past the second day, and sure enough, they sitting there laughing, and the dog is just sitting there yelping. Yeah, 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 just in distress. Dog just having a tough time, and they not paying the dog no mind. He said, if I go past that house again tomorrow, and that dog is still making that noise, I'm gonna ask them what's wrong with their dog. And sure enough, day 3, he walks by. They having a good old time, having their tea and drinking their lemonade, and the dog is yelping. And finally, he says, "Excuse me, ma'am, what's the matter with your dog?" She says, "Oh, him. He's lying on a nail. It hurt just enough to cry, but not enough to move." Some of us are lying on a nail, just crying about this life that ain't no good, but it don't hurt enough for you to move. It don't hurt enough for you to take a step. Will you be the dog lying on the nail, making all this noise? You're the one that's calling and crying and boo-hooing over everything. It hurt, but not enough to move. It hurt, but not enough to take a step. It hurt, but not enough to change. You've been crying about that job for 6 months, but you're still there. It hurt, but not enough to move. You've been crying about that relationship. It hurt, but not enough to move. You've been crying about that neighborhood and the car you drive and all of that. It hurt, but not enough to move. What are you crying about? What is the nail that you are lying on that you have not moved? Because you know you got people, and we will listen to you cry. We'll listen. We'll give you a hug and everything. We'll give you some tissue and hug you real good and real tight. And then after you finish crying, you go right back to that very thing that you were crying about. Hurt enough to cry, but not enough to move. It's time to move. If you're ready to move, you ready to have some fun. Do you know how much fun you can have when you start moving? You know how many people you get to meet? How many people show up with their gifts? It's almost like all these pieces of the puzzle come together and people start locking arms. You got somebody on this side, somebody on that side, and they got somebody, then they got somebody. Before you know it, we have this locked in community. You ready to lock in to the community? If you ready to lock in, unmute your phone and say, I'm ready to lock in. I need to hear it. I'm ready to
I'm
lock
ready to lock
Ready to
in. I'm
lock
ready to
in.
lock
in.
in.
Ready to lock on in.
Lock it on in.
Lock in like Red Rover, Red Rover.
Let's
Looking like
go.
tick tock, tick tock, tick a tock.
Woo, we locked in. We locked in. I feel it in everything.
I'm so ready.
Yes, Vanita. I'm so ready too. And guess what? We ready for you. The world is ready for you to let loose, to let it all out, to sling it. That. And when you lay it all out, something has got to break. Something must break. It cannot stay the same when you move and when you lock in. And we ready. We ready. And we're ready. I have our cards. The card says, I get the help I need from various sources. My support system is strong and loving. It says I cannot change another person. I let others be who they are, and I simply love who I am. Oh, that sounds like let the haters hate. It sounds like let the haters do their job. They say if you ain't got 10 or more haters, you ain't doing nothing. Ooh, and they lining up. But it's okay because we no longer believe the identity lie. And we are living in what God has given us to do. The second card says, I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. That's the part because you always leave yourself out. Why are you leaving you out? Don't leave you out. You know, I was the one who would always go and buy nice gifts for people. And I'd be like, oh, that's so nice for them, but won't buy it for myself. What? I mean, I love them and everything, but don't you love you too? So now, if it's really nice, I'm gonna buy one for them and one for me. Or I'm gonna buy that for them and get me something else. Because I am worthy. I am deserving of all that is good and all that feels good. So we thank God in advance for all that is coming our way, all that is showing up right now. Yes, love the you and you. Yes, Yvette. Love the you and you. Oh my goodness. The words that's coming out. In our 5 minutes of gratitude, it starts with the words, if you cannot change the situation, Change how you feel about it. If you can't change the situation, change how you feel about it. Okay. What they say, it is what it is. It is what it's going to be. But I'm not tapping into none of the negativity about it, but it is what it is. And I'm going to go over here and do something else fun. I had one of my friends, I was talking to her yesterday, and she was feeling a little down, a little sad. I said, where you at? She said, I'm outside. I said, I want you to go to the top of the block, and I want you to run down the street as fast as you can. She's like, why? I was like, just do it. She run down the street as fast as she can. Guess what? She forgot that she was crying. She forgot that she was sad. She was, oh, I need to do more of that. Change the whole state of mind that she was in. You get to switch your state in a heartbeat. You get to switch your state with music, with exercise, with phone calls, with whatever it is that feels good to you. Lay in the grass, hug a tree, pick a flower, exercise, meditate, take a bath, wash your face, soak your feet, do something amazing for you. So fill in the four blanks, something I wake up to that reminds me what a gift it is to be alive. One way I am already living the life I want. Someone who's given me hope on a bad day. A choice I can make that not everyone gets to make. I give thanks to and dance with the flow of my life. I give thanks to and dance with the flow of life. Ain't nothing like turning on a song and dancing it out. I remember I used to watch Grey's Anatomy, and the two of the lead stars, whenever something was wrong, they would turn the music on and they would just stand in each other and they'd be crying, but they said, we're just going to dance it out. We're going to dance it out. And when one is feeling bad, the other one grabs the other one and they turn the music on. She's like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing? We're going to dance it out. And dance it out. Dancing removes stagnant energy. Some of y'all need to two-step a little bit. Some of y'all need to wobble or cupid shuffle or do something. Go do the bop. Remember the bop? My mom and my aunt used to just get up with each other and just start bopping. Woo. I remember. Little dip, little two-step, little spin. Yeah, let that trauma out your hips and your legs. Shake a tail feather a little bit.
Yeah, I could bop.
Okay? Even our ancestors, as part of their worship, they danced.
They danced, yes, absolutely.
They leaned in and danced real good. And some of them old sisters with them hips and booties, honey, baby, they be up in there shaking it. I know that's what my mama and them was doing. Listen, what?
Shake your tail feathers.
Shake your tail feathers. I loved doing it, watching it, being a part of it. And when the good song come on, one of those ones that you remember and it brings you back to your childhood. It reminds you of sitting on the back porch with your friends. It reminds you of the barbecue. It reminds you of the blue lights in the basement.
And blue lights in the basement.
You of all of the fun things you used to do, the oldies, the goodies, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, ooh, the 90s, the 2000s. You remember this music? You remember. Why don't you take some time today, find some music that you enjoy, and go ahead and bop it out. Go ahead and shake a tail feather. Maybe play Ring My Bell, right, Tori? Maybe we need to ring the bell a little bit. Yeah, you can ring my bell.
Bell, ring my bell.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm so grateful and appreciative for all of the cheat codes. Music is a cheat code. Nature is a cheat code. You want to change your state of mind? You want to change what you believe? Go look at creation. Play the music loud, loud. So all you could do is hear it and move your feet. And move your feet. And just do it. Let me read our last reading for March 24th from our Deep Breath of Life Daily Inspiration for Heart Centered Living. It says golden moments. Be here. Golden moments. Do not wait for extraordinary circumstances to do good. Try to use ordinary situations. Like right now. Get off the phone and go play some music. It says the phone blared at 6:45 a.m. I rolled over in my hotel bed, picked up the receiver, and heard the music for my wake-up call. Awkwardly, I pulled myself together and wandered toward the bathroom. 5 minutes later, the phone rang again. Who could be calling at this hour? Good morning, Mr. Cohen. A pleasant voice resonated. This is your wake-up call. Have a wonderful day. And she hung up. I stood for a moment and looked at the receiver. The key word was wonderful. She she offered it quite sincerely and I felt it. I tried to reason why a human being would call me after an automatic call, but I gave up and decided to just enjoy the gift. I went on to have a wonderful day. It is not through world shaking triumphs that we build our lives, but in the common daily interactions. The tone of our voice can win or lose a business deal. And a thoughtful hello can change a stranger's attitude. We never really know how far a little blessing will go. Go beyond the norm of expected kindness by even a little bit, and you will become a miracle worker. You may be the only God somebody sees. Never underestimate the power of a kind word or even if your gift does not seem to be received, your heart will soar. Love is always received in the heart of God. We are all where we all live. Love is always received in the heart of God where we all live. Today I will walk the path of kindness. I will take the little moments of life and weave them into gold. My simplest words and acts change the world, beginning with my own. Yes, yes, yes. So grateful and so excited for another day to do it again. And just do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until it turns out exactly the way you saw it up here. So, with that being said, does anybody have anything they'd like to add before we go? Ooh,
Y-
ooh,
Yes, I do. I just had to say, Divine Day, everyone, by the way. I
yeah.
put in the chat, but I don't think you saw it. And I just wanted to mention that your skin looks like gold
Ooh,
and you are glowing in God's glory. And
yeah.
thank you for this message because you are shining, shining, shining. Okay.
Shining,
It is
shining.
permeating through your skin. Okay.
Hey.
Just want you to know that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Manya. Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness. I am so grateful for all we get to do in this space. And so I am grateful for each and every one of you. So excited to see you in all that we are doing. Y'all just better get y'all calendars and start marking these dates down because the dance cards is getting filled up. So y'all better get ready to bop. Get ready to bop. With that being said, Dr. Long, will you please give us our blessing for today?
Yeah, I when I saw Jesse Jackson go on home, that's that's what I remember, being able to dance with him. And that's what we did. We did the bop.
Mhm.
He did his South Carolina style. And I, from the farm, thank God my dad and mom could dance because we were the only Black people. I could have been cut out of that part of my culture. But daddy and mama had this whole record collection from World War II, all vinyls. And we would put the records on and pop some popcorn from from the field. I mean, we had to shell the corn first and then get out the big black skillet, pop popcorn, and put on the records and have our own party.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, honey. Oh, and we churned our own butter. So see, we had a kind of a more party that nobody else knew what was going on in our house, but we were partying.
Mhm.
Praise the Lord.
Absolutely.
Ah, that's a wonderful memory. I wish I had some of that pop. That
I
popcorn tastes different than this stuff they putting in these bags today, y'all.
eat that. That's chemical. You can't even
Finally organic.
no.
Yeah. They even the butter that they put on the popcorn ain't butter and it's not good for you. Never mind. That's a whole nother. That's a whole.
That'll be a Wednesday talk.
Yeah. Well, being Wednesday talk.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm blessed going in.
let's going in.
Come on, y'all. I'm blessed coming out.
Let's
I'm
go in.
blessed.
Blessed coming out.
I'm blessed in the city.
Blessed.
Blessed in the city.
I'm blessed in the field.
Blessed
Blessed in the field.
I'm always in the right place at the right time
always in
Always in the right
Right
place
place
at the right time.
with the right people
the right
with
people,
the right
With the right
people
doing the
people.
right thing
right
doing
thing,
the
Doing the
right
right
thing
thing.
for the right reasons.
right
for
for
the
For the
right
right
reason.
reason.
And everything's in divine order.
everything.
And
Everything
everything
is
is in
in
divine
divine
order.
order.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
It's just
As Jabez
Jabez
said,
says,
bless
bless
us
us
indeed.
indeed.
Expand our territory.
expand our
Expand
Expand
our
our territory.
territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to us
extend an open
Extend
Extend
an
an
open
open hand
hand
of
of
favor
favor
to us
to us
that we may do no harm.
that we may do
that we
no
may
harm.
do no harm.
And we let go and let God.
let
And
go
we
and
let
Let
go
go
and let
and
God.
let
Then we
God.
go with the flow
go with the
Go
flow
with the
and
flow.
let the blessings and the money roll in.
and let the
Let
And
blessing
the
the
blessings
blessings and the
and the
money
money roll
roll in
From
in.
the north, south, east, and west,
from the north,
from
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 the
the north,
north,
south,
south,
east, and
east,
west.
and west,
from above and beneath,
above,
From above
above
and
and
beneath.
beneath,
from known and unknown sources.
from known and
from
From
known
known
and
and
unknown
unknown
sources.
sources.
Tell us about our money, Darlaina.
we have supernatural, unlimited money,
Hmm.
supernatural, unlimited seed.
And we live and give out of what? And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out.
Wow.
So we never run out.
Never
We
out.
always have more than enough,
Always have
We
Always
always
have more than
have
enough.
more than enough.
more than enough to do anything our heart desires,
more than
More
enough
More
than
than
enough
enough
to
to
do
do
anything
anything our
our
hearts
heart
desire.
desires.
more than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
more than enough
More
to
than
do
enough to do anything in our heart
God puts on our heart
to
to
do
do
for
for
others.
others.
We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep.
money to
We
speak.
have
Money
money
to
to
spend,
spend,
money to
money to
lend,
lend, plenty money to keep.
money to keep.
Because our bank is in
Heaven,
heaven.
heaven on
Yes,
Heaven,
earth.
I
hallelujah.
think it's in
And, and
heaven.
we're the branch banks. We're the spout where the money's coming out.
Come out where
Hallelujah.
it's out,
Hallelujah.
Money.
where,
Hallelujah. So
where
be
the
ready
money's
to
coming out.
put that money where the Father wants it to go. He can trust us with it. That's why He gives it to us. Come on, y'all. Be the spout where the money's coming out.
The
You
part.
look
That's the
beautiful,
part.
Dr. Loretta.
Absolutely.
I love that on you. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm believing whatever she said not to do anymore. What I got up and said, I'm putting on all my queen stuff. I
Oh,
got
yes, you are.
flowers.
You
I
look
got,
beautiful.
thank you. I got flowers. I got sequins. I got cowries. I
Yes,
I put everything on this morning.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you everybody for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. See you tomorrow, same time, same.
Okay, be who you are,
On,
y'all.
keep on
The sky
glowing, Dr. Rose. Keep on glowing.